Thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Brianna Arredondo. In Switzerland, the peace talks with Iran have stalled. Iran claims to have closed the Strait of Hormuz, and the back and forth threats have resumed. Our political editor is here now to explain the situation and where it could lead. Craig?
Well, the first day of talks in Switzerland, they lasted but 80 minutes. They ended with a lot of mixed signals and tension. But we're going to start with Vice President Vance declaring great progress and hope for coming together.
Turn over a new leaf, to transform our relationship with the people of Iran and to extend an outstretched hand.
But before the talks began, Iran claimed that it was closing the Strait of Hormuz again because Israel is still attacking Iranian-backed Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon. And President Trump responded with a different tone than Vice President Vance.
President Trump tells Fox News he spoke with Iranian officials overnight and said, "You close it and you won't have a country." He went on to tell these officials, "You won't even make it back to your effing country."
Iran demanded an end to Israeli attacks in Lebanon before there are any more talks with the U.S. And Israel, which is not involved in the talks, said it will keep forces in Lebanon for as long as it takes to protect Israelis. And Iran's president said his nation will never give up the right to enrich uranium.
We will not give up our right to enrichment, and they, too, will be forced to accept it.
Well, Trump told Fox News the Iranian president better watch his mouth or, quote, will take the rest of the country. Iran's top negotiator said his country's armed forces are prepared to respond and that, quote, no matter how much they talk, it is we, Iran, who act. The Iranian delegation walked out of the meetings after 80 minutes. Iranian state media said they didn't even touch on any nuclear negotiations. Iran and the U.S. gave conflicting reports over shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Iran said that it's closed. CENTCOM said that it's not. But Iran's mere declaration of a closure appears to have slowed shipping as some tankers may be hesitant to cross. Again, all in contrast to the vice president's optimism heading into the talks.
The opening of the Strait of Hormuz, the ending of the Iranian nuclear program, all of these things have already been accomplished.
And as the first day of talks ended with a burst of tension, President Trump also said this.
President Trump telling Fox News that the U.S. may take over the strait in the future if they have to and collect tolls.
And not just tolls.
Said ultimately that would involve the U.S. taking 20% of the oil that passes through the strait.
Well, the preliminary agreement calls for the strait to be open for 2 months as the United States and Iran negotiate. Iran continues to suggest that it may charge tolls for tankers that cross in the future. And that's the context for President Trump saying the U.S. could charge tolls and take oil, Brianna, as well.
Wow. So, Craig, what's the next step here, and do we know when or if talks will resume?
Well, obviously it's not clear. In a statement, the Iranian delegation said that it's considering responses to President Trump's threats and that, quote, any form of threat is considered a serious violation of the preliminary agreement. The ceasefire, though, and the memorandum of understanding, that agreement, are still in place. But President Trump said that memorandum is just an option and that he can do whatever he wants after that. But having said all of that, there are reportedly still back-channel discussions to try to resume the negotiations.
All right. Thank you, Craig, for that report.